A Spirit to Spirit. Hello, I'm Dr. Carmen Iris, and this is the timeless self-healing meditation series called Releasing Resistance to Change. The goal of these meditations is to make you aware by focusing your attention in areas of your body where you're hanging on to programming that no longer serves you. They really hold you back from reaching the greatest versions of yourself. So welcome, and let's get started. So, you know probably what to do. Go ahead and find a comfortable chair where your feet hit the ground and close your eyes and take a deep breath. And wherever you are right now, would you please get in an imaginary elevator and take it to the center of your head right behind your eyes. Go ahead and get comfortable. Tell your body it's time for it to sit still for 15 or 20 minutes. 20 minutes, however long this meditation is going to take. I never know. Give your body a hello and ask it to be calm. And then say hello to where your body is touching the chair that you're sitting in. Say hello to where your feet are touching the ground. And what I like about that is this shows you that your awareness can be pointed at certain things in your space. Or if you're reading other people, focusing your awareness on them, focusing your awareness on the room. So from the center of your head, focus your awareness on the room that you're in. Say hello to the four corners of the ceiling and the four corners of the floor. Great. Say hello to where your body ends, which is your skin. Say hello to all of your skin. One big hello. Great. And then say hello to your aura, that bubble of energy that surrounds your body. Say hello to the back of your aura. Say hello to the sides, left and right, and the front. And then just kind of be in the middle of that aura. Excellent. And that's really all there is to clairvoyance, to tapping into your innate psychic abilities. If you were to do this every day for a week or so, or maybe a month, you will notice that things are different sometimes. And not that you made it up. It's just that when you say hello to it, it's different. So welcome to my world. And then from the center of your head, I'd like you to focus back underneath your chair. And if you've been following along, you know what's under the chair. It's your first chakra. So go ahead and if you've got a grounding cord that's already connected, if you've been following along, if this isn't your first meditation with me, if there is something dangling there, just let it retract right to the center of the planet. Just let it go. And then when I asked you or have you say hello to create just the right grounding cord for releasing resistance to change in your space, and I asked you to see or sense or say hello to this grounding cord, maybe notice what's special about it. Is it a certain color? Is it a certain texture? Maybe there's a design on it. Gemstones, who knows? Whatever that specific grounding cord is, it's going to help you release resistance to change. So go ahead and insert it up over the traffic cone that you're sitting on, your first chakra, and have it connect right where your seat meets the seat, and just kind of make a nice touch to your connection. And then all the way down into the center of the earth, see the other end connect in, making both connections secure with your intention. And then notice that there's a button on the grounding cord. Push it and succumb to the gravitational pull of the earth, starting to pull anything out of you that you don't want to take to this meditation, like a big toilet flushing. It's a nice analogy. Just let it go right down. Any and everything that might be in your body, in its chakra system, or in its aura. Let it start to drain down. Also, if you've been following along, every single time you do this, it's easier and faster. And you're in agreement to let go of more. So just think about our brothers and sisters that never sit down and intentionally ground. Things can get pretty built up or backed up in that scenario. So go ahead and give yourself permission to let go. And then take a deep breath and blow it right down the grounding cord. And if you know how to run earth and cosmic energy, go ahead and get those started. And I'll just give you a moment. And if you hear me saying that from time to time and you don't know how to run earth and cosmic energy, you can download it from my website. And you can add that in. Great. All right, sitting in the center of your head is starting to feel more and more like you. And what I've noticed in doing this for quite some time now, I don't usually need to add things to my space. I got a lot in there. If you're like me, it's more about letting go of things, letting go of resistance to shifting and changing, which of course is what today's meditation is all about. So from the center of your head, I'd like you to ask that specialized grounding cord to start pulling anything out of your first chakra that's in resistance to the change that it's bringing in. And if you remember, or like I said, I've been playing along, the first chakra holds all of the survival information, right? The way you keep the animal that you live in alive. And I've mentioned this before, that if you lived in a jungle, you would have completely different information in your first chakra than you do if you lived in an urban jungle. So even as life on this planet is shifting and evolving at a breakneck pace, it's always good to stay in the moment, stay updated with the latest info. So if there's something that your first chakra is resisting, anything that it wants to change, let that go down the grounding cord. Let go of any resistance to your survival information changing. Great. This might be as subtle as deciding not to eat genetically modified foods, right? That would be a very subtle change that your first chakra might want. Maybe eating organic or not eating certain foods anymore or something like that. It'll be very subtle shift in your survival space. Just go ahead, and of course some spectacular ones might be, the water doesn't come out of the water faucet and there's no food at the farmer's market anymore. You have had lives like that where there wasn't any fountains of water or refrigerated market. So anything that needs to shift in your first chakra about survival, let it go. Be fluid in your survival information. There was a time when you had a lifetime as a hunter and gatherer. This was probably a very fluid time for your survival space. So be agile in that survival space. And then that specifically designed grounding cord, ask it to start pulling at your second chakra. This is sex and emotion. Maybe there's some sexual changes going on with you that you're in resistance to, or maybe a way of emotionally relating. Maybe that really wants to shift that. Maybe there might be something in there that's in resistance to that. So go ahead and let that go. Let it go. And as your second chakra is releasing resistance, I read a blog recently, another healer, and something that really caught my eye, that all resistance isn't bad. And I turned on that for a while. First of all, I don't really see things as good or bad, but I guess it's kind of it has me, take a double or triple take on that one. And I think of that, I might, not agree with that. I think that while it may not be bad, I don't think that being in resistance is ever beneficial. The universe is falling out in front of us to put on, the brakes, only causes me pain. That doesn't mean that I'm always shifting and changing, but when the shifts or changes come my way to try to put my brakes on, causes me pain. So if you're emotionally or sexually changing, just release the resistance. Let go. A great affirmation is, all my lessons are easily learned. That in that grounding cord, just let that grounding cord just kind of vacuum out the second chakra, right? It's your belly button. And you just sitting in the center of your head and letting go any resistance to the sexual and emotional evolution. And then allow the grounding cord to start pulling up the third chakra. And this is power and ego. Boundary setting, competition, and in a capitalist society, career for most of us. Any resistance that news to shift in that part of you, just let it go. Each and every time you let go, it becomes easier and faster, and you'll let go of more. A lot of times when my third chakra starts to let go, my shoulders drop, my jaw loosens. So notice what your experience is in you. As you ask any resistance that's blocking the evolution of your third chakra to ground down to the center of the planet. And guess what? Most of that energy that you're releasing now isn't you. It's not you. It's someone else's information. It's causing resistance to change in your space. You incarnated to shift and change. That's the only reason. Great. All right. You're doing great. And those are really the hard ones. So, your lower three, those ones are really kind of the realm of the animal. If you would give it, like that. Great. As we move up to the heart and ask the grounding cord to start pulling on the heart chakra and asking it to release any resistance to your heart. Shift. I've had a great heart space shift since our last meditation. I have found my compassion again. So wonderful. I've been in pain for a while, and all of a sudden this week, with a great healing from one of my colleagues, I have my heart chakra back. So the reason you resist to the heart shift that you're making, whether you realize it or not. Just let go. Let go. Sitting in the center of your head, just allow the earth to pull at you. Noticing how it shifts your space when you release resistance to change of your heart. And your heart changes with every beat. Excellent. All right, now your throat. Let the grounding cord start vacuuming out your throat. Any resistance that you might have to change, to change in your communication style space, let it go. Great, just continuing to release. Be in agreement to really let go of that resistance. Maybe you'll hear your inner voice more, or maybe when you're listening to your brothers and sisters on the planet, maybe your throat wants you to wants to let go of any interference. Maybe they may be words, maybe saying one thing, but the communication that they're giving isn't really those words. Maybe your throat wants to be able to discern the difference between the words and the communication. Great. Sitting in the center of your head, feeling like a bowl full of jelly. Letting yourself be really fluid, really dynamic, energetically dynamic. Excellent. Now your sixth chakra, that one that sits on top of your head. That one that you're sitting in. You're actually sitting in your sixth chakra. Let it release any resistance to this. Your shifting perception of what's going on around you or in you. As we talked about at the very beginning of this meditation, when I asked you to focus your awareness on, like, where your body touching the chair. Like, every single time you sit down, your body is touching the chair, but you never focus your awareness on it, right? All right. Now, of course, we've got one more, the big main body chakra, to release resistance of change, and that's your crown, that big, beautiful tornado that plugs into the soft spot on the top of your head. Allow the grounding cord to start pulling on that chakra. Any resistance to the change that this chakra is holding space for or is begging for. Let me change. A new way of thinking or a new way of perceiving the creator, the supreme being. Whatever changes this chakra is asking. To move anything in the way so that the chakra can be fluid. Excellent. Still sitting in the center of your head. If your head, let any energy in your space that wants to drain down the specialized grounding cord to release resistance to change. You're going to change anyway. You might as well come out of resistance. Okay. Now, if you've been following along, you know exactly what's coming. Next, I'd like you to create a big golden sun over your head and make it a 3-dimensional sun, not just a circle. Really, let it fill up. And what it's going to fill up with is an energy that continues to motivate you to release resistance to change, a catalyst energy, or energies that you're going to kind of pack in to all those places that was holding resistance to change. Now, we're going to put in an energy that continues to foster that release. And when I ask you to call that into your golden sun, from the center of your head, look up and see what colors are coming in. Because these are great colors for you this week to keep close to you. Maybe wear them if you might. Might be a color you'd wear, or maybe a color of a crystal you want to carry. That will help you continue to release this resistance over until the next meditation. When we get together, kind of notice what colors are good for you for releasing resistance to change this week. All right. And when that sun gets big and full, and when it is, I like you to bring it down and crack it on your head like a big egg. And just let that energy fill you in, fill you up. All of your body, your chakra system, and your aura. And then once you have filled in with an energy that promotes the continued release of resistance to change, go ahead and wiggle, stretch, open your eyes, and come on back. Excellent. There you are. All right. Thank you so much again for doing your inner work. If you like these meditations, go ahead and comment, share, like, follow, and subscribe so we can help more people do their energy work, and of course to help my channel grow. And if you would like to also learn more on reading and healing yourself and others, visit my website, psychicawareness-training.com, and sign up for one of our classes. Until next meditation, we'll call that a healing. Bye now.